Yeah, it's Club National Underground Thunder bounce when I stop the ground. Like a million elephants, a silverback orangutan. You can't stop a train. Who wants some? Don't come unprepared. I'll be there, but when I leave there, better be a household name. Weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Medical Monday. So today we're going to talk about QuickTrach, how to do it, when to do it, why to do it. And so I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get right into it. So the first thing you need to consider is when do you need to do this. This is your surgical airway protocol. Hopefully this isn't the first time you've seen this. And it has indications here, and the only one being failure to oxygenate and to ventilate. So basically this is a situation by which you cannot oxygenate or ventilate by any other means. Your contraindications are less than 35 kilos, which would be around 80 pounds or so. So that's pretty much it. This is a procedure that if you need to do it, you need to do it pretty quickly. Most of the time these patients obviously need to be oxygenated and ventilated. So if you're in this situation, you sort of have to act quickly and know what to do, which we'll get into next. Equally as important to knowing when to do this, you also need to know where to do it. And so just a quick discussion about landmarks and where to do this. So as you palpate the anterior neck, the first prominent thing that you'll feel on the neck, really the only prominent thing you'll feel on the neck, will be the thyroid cartilage. And so that'll be sort of your starting point. You'll palpate down, and then you'll feel another prominent sort of ring underneath that. That's going to be your cricoid cartilage. And so the space between the two, which is just a depression you'll feel as you palpate, that's going to be sort of your point of insertion. That is your landmark, and that's where you're wanting to go. And so once you identify that, you really kind of want to keep your eye on it, stabilize, put your hand on this area and keep your hand there so you don't lose your landmark. Pull the skin as tight as you can be. Obviously, you're not wanting to cut off circulation, but similar to how you start an IV, pull the skin tight so you can make a good clean insertion and you have your landmark. Alright, so we've talked about when we do this, we've talked about where we do this. Now let's sort of talk about how we do this and show you how we do this. Just so you know what you're looking at, that is not a chicken leg, that is a pig trachea, and those hands belong to Brett Patterson, surgical genius, and so he's going to demonstrate how to do this. And as we go through, you'll see a little kind of picture-in-picture pop up that will show you sort of a separate or a different angle of insertion so you can see both sides of it. I'm going to go through this once and talk about all the steps, and then I'll play it through again at the end and sort of show what it looks like in real time. Alright, so once you've got your head positioned correctly, you've identified your landmarks, you've stabilized your insertion point, and you have everything ready to go. The next step will be to puncture the cricothyroid membrane at a 90-degree angle. Once the membrane is punctured, we're then going to go to a 45-degree angle and advance the QuickTrach in towards the trachea up to the stopper, which is the little red piece. Once we get to the stopper, we're going to aspirate our syringe and see if we have air. As long as you get air in the syringe, you can pull back on it, then you are in the trachea. And once we're able to aspirate air, we can remove the stopper from the cannula and then advance the plastic cannula along the needle, similar to how you would do an IV. So advance the cannula until the flange rests on the neck. And then your next step is just going to be to secure it with the little foam neck tape, which we're not going to do in this video because all we have is a trachea. And then you're ready to ventilate. So just give your tube a little flick. Just kidding, don't do that. But secure your tube and then start to ventilate. Alright, so we'll play it through one more time. And again, you've identified your landmarks, you've got your head positioned right, and you're ready to go. So you insert the needle through the membrane at a 90-degree angle. Once you've punctured that, you advance to a 45-degree, then continue to push it up to the stopper. You don't grab the stopper, you aspirate. Then, once you get air, you pull the stopper. You advance your catheter along your needle till the hub rests on the neck. remove the needle out, put that in the sharps, then secure it and put on your flex tubing if you want to, or you can put the BBM straight on it. I would use flex tubing, and then you're ready to go. Don't forget the flick. Just kidding. Alright, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please don't hesitate to reach out. If you want to practice with any of these pieces, don't hesitate to reach out. We've got quite a few pig tracheas, so I'm sure we can arrange a hands-on demo if you want to do that. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.